So from today onwards, I'll be starting Adobe After Effects. This is the main software which is used for compositing, majorly, compositing, video editing, and the visual effects part. This software is mainly used in the industry. It is used in the film industry, broadcast industry, majorly for the VFX part and cinematic compositing and all. See, I'll just come over here. Normally when you open Adobe After Effects, okay, this is how the user interface looks like. Okay, it is quite simple. I have only one toolbar over here, and this is a standard workspace. Okay, this is a your canvas wherein what composition you are doing. Everything is visible here. This is your work area. This is the timeline. Okay. Okay. See, this is the area where we, import the footages and all. Here we call, the terminology footages in the sense the raw footages or the raw videos or the images, whatever we need, to incorporate in the video, or with the help of the images and the video we create some cinematic composition. All those will be imported here in this area. And okay, this is the project area. This is basically the work area. Okay, major thing is After Effects is a layer based software. So you have experience working with layer based application, that is Photoshop is a layer based application. Similarly, okay, other applications as well. So here also, whatever we import, everything it comes as a layer, one layer. Okay, and we can play around with that layer only here. So a lot of things which we can do. So let's start with the basic stuff first. First thing is I need to create a new composition or new project. So I'll create a new project, file, new project, right? So I click on new project. So it will choose a path. Let's wait. File, new project. I think it's taking some time. So what I'll do, in this you have composition. Okay, I can create a new project. Okay, this is now completely new now. New folder I have selected. I'll come to composition. Let's take new composition. Control N for composition. Here composition name you can give. Comp one, fine. This is also fine. Or work one you can give. Okay, or session one. Session one. Okay, there are three different options here. Basic, advanced, renderer. After Effects do render two different options. One is in classic 3D, another is cinematic 4D, cinema 4D. Earlier there was another option called ray tracing here. Okay, so let it be classic 3D, not to change anything. Advanced and all, let it be like this only. Okay, in basic what you can do, there are multiple presets here. You might know what is a preset. Presets comes with a particular size and resolution. Okay, This is, we have high definition video, we have HD high definition TV. Okay, you have NTSC, you have PAL. Okay, there are multiple like uh, frame rates. You have multiple frame rates are there. Okay, different formats are there. We can talk about the formats. I'll explain you. These are the broadcast format. We will see all this. Okay. um, HD stands for high definition, V for video, phase or alternative line. Okay, PAL stands for that. Okay, ultra high definition. Okay, film 2K, film 4K. In the theater, what movies you see, that those things are, it's a 4K resolution. It's 4096 by 4096. Okay, it's like that. So now what I'm doing is I'm just selecting HDV, HDV 720. 720 is for half HD. 1080 is for full HD. 720 for half HD. I'm just selecting half HD. So you can see half HD width and height is 1280 by 720. So the aspect ratio is locked here. If we lock here, whatever we change, automatically here also it does change. If I unlock, automatically I can change the width. It's like that. Okay, frame rate is 25 frames per second. As you know, per second there are 24 frames. In PAL rate, in NTSC it is 30 frames. Okay, so you might have learned this in the Premiere as well, right? And duration, what is the duration of the video which I want? Let it be, I want this to be it's like 1 minute 40 seconds. Okay, so you can see here, once this is done, you have the session window over here like this. And you can see here, this is the display style. So control click, this is a frame style. You can see only the frame. Control click, you can see the timeline. Let's say I bring my cursor here. Okay, so now this is 19 second, 19.2 second. As you move, you can see 33 second. This is how it is. So overall, my total duration which I have given is 1 minute 39.24 second. Okay, that's how it is. So it's quite simple. First thing is, you have to understand the interface. Okay. um Now let's say I would like to import few images here. Let me bring out few images. Batch 3. So let me add few images here. Let me bring, let's say I have taken one Easter image. And great, I'll take few scenery images. Okay, so I've taken few images, and what I'm gonna do is I'll just copy these images into this, and I create a folder, reference images, and I copy all this here, and I create one more folder, After Effects. Okay, so I have my reference images here and After Effects folder here. So what I do is here I would like to import few images here. Okay, so hope you are able to understand, right? You all are on mute. You can unmute and you can say, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Able to understand, Kumalo, Vayanda, MD?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. So I want to import the images. So what you can do, just double click. There are multiple ways to import. Okay, double click. You can go to the folder RSTP bash 3 reference images. See, there are so many images. You can import like this also. You can select all, import. That also work. Or else go to reference images. You can select everything. Drag here to After Effects. Drag here. Even like this also it works. Then what I do, I just drag and drop into this. Okay, I drag and drop into this. So all the images are, are here, like one top of, another. It's like that. Okay, so now what I'll do, so what I want is basically 5 seconds I want one image to be there, and the next 5 seconds I want another image to display in a sequential order, like that. I want, for 5 seconds I want the first image, next 5 seconds I want another image, next 5 seconds I want another image. It's like that. Okay, so what I do is, for 5 seconds now, if you see, all the images are available up to 1 minute 39 seconds. All right, I want to cut this, I want to chop this one image for 5 seconds. So what I'll do for that is, I'll go to 5 seconds. How do you see I'm going for 5 seconds? Just drag. You can see the number here. Drag. Yes, I pick for 5 seconds. Okay. And I want to cut here for 5 seconds. Again, there are two options. You can select here, drag and drop here to 5 seconds. Okay. You can select the second one, drag and drop. Like means you need to drag. Select this. You get a slider here. You can drag. This is one option. I'll show you the another option. I can drag all this at once. I can select everything. See, look, I can drag all this at once. Right? Simple, right? I'll show you one more option. I can cut this. I select all this. I select all this. Control Shift D is for, is to cut the footage, split the footage into two. Means how does it split? Where my time, this one ruler is in a time indicator. Okay, so based on this, here everywhere, it will cut. Control Shift D. So it has splitted, and these are the pieces. I can press delete so that right hand side pieces are gone. All has been, chopped at once. Got it? Any doubts? So if you have doubt, you can do one more thing. Drag this slider here. Done. Simple way. Okay. So many ways are there to do. Now this is my first footage, second footage, third footage, fourth footage, and so on. This is the beginning point of my footage. This is the end point of the footage. Okay. This is the first start point of the footage. This is the end point of the footage. There are a few shortcuts. Okay. I can, ask my time indicator to go to start point of the footage. That is I. If you press I is the alphabet I. You need to select the footage, press I. It goes to the start point of the footage. Now let's say my indicator is here and this footage is selected. Press I. It goes to the start point of the footage. Now the indicator here, I press O. It goes to the end point of the footage. It goes to the end point of the footage. Okay. This is the start point of the footage. This is the end point of the footage. O. Now what I'll do, I'll select this. I press O. Okay. Now I want the second footage to be, means my second footage start point has to go to the, indicator. My indicator is here. And I want the second footage to go like this. My second point has to go at the second footage start point has to go at the indicator. Okay, so what I have to do is I need to select this footage. There is a bracket, open bracket and close bracket. If you see the enter keyboard, in the keyboard there is an enter button, right. Above enter button there are two flower bracket, one open bracket, one close bracket, or box bracket, open bracket and close bracket. If I press open, let's say I select this, I need to select this, press the open bracket, open box bracket. Okay, you can see automatically your footage, start point of the footage will be stick to the indicator. Now what I do, I select this, I press O, what happens? It moves the indicator to the end point of the footage. You have to understand these things. I and O, this moves the indicator to the start point of the footage and end point of the footage. I is for start point of the footage. See, I press I. I is for start point of the footage. O is for end point of the footage. Now I select the next footage. I press open bracket. So what this will do, open bracket will do is, it will bring the footage into the beginning of the indicator, means where indicator is there, right? On that place, this footage will come on stick. Now you tell me, I want the indicator to go to the end point of the footage. So what I have to press? I want the indicator to move to the end point of the footage. What I have to do? Guys, go on unmute and you have to communicate. This has to be, the class needs to be interactive. Tell me what I have to do now. Bayanda, Kumalo, MD.
Press O.
Very good. Press O. I select this. Press O. Great. See, it's coming here. So I want this footage here. Now tell me what I have to do. I want this footage to come and stick here. What I have to do?
You have to select.
Yes, select and open bracket. Great. Now again, O, select this, open bracket, then O, select this, open bracket, and O, select this, open bracket, and O, select this, open bracket, and O. See? Now I'll see all the footages are fine or not. Okay, now you can see here, there's one more thing. I'm not able to see the quality part, it's a bit blur, it's not great, right? That's because the view percentage, the resolution is set to quarter. Means this is only for the view purpose, whatever you see here. Let's say when we are working on, complex scene and all, we set this into quarter because system takes a lot of time to view each and every frame when it is in high resolution. In low resolution, it responds quickly. Now see, I select this to full. You see the quality, and see it is taking some time to load. See now this quality. Observe this quality. Now I set this to quarter. Observe this. Okay. Now I set this into.
Yes.
So that's how it is. Great. Now, the next step is, okay, now what I'll do is, I would like to add one text. So right click, new, see, right click here in this area, right click, new, text. Click on the text part. There is a text layer. This is called a text layer. When you select this and double, automatically see you have the cursor looks like a typo format. So I click on this. I just mentioned slide show. slideshow, enter, presented by Chirant. I want your name to be entered here. Okay.
Yes.
So then you go back to the selection tool. Here you have to, once the one work is done, you have to go back to selection tool. Now what I'm doing, I want the slideshow to be there for around 6 seconds. I'm selecting this from here, drag and drop here. I want the text to be up to here. Then I select all this. Okay. And I'll be moving this here. Okay, like this. Got it. After the text only, I want the image to come. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'm going to work on the typo part. I select the text layer. I bring this here. So what I do is double click. I select only the slideshow. I'm increasing this. I select all of this. Go to window. Um, Go to paragraph here. Make this to center. Okay. Then I go to character. I have character and paragraph. Okay. So what I want is I select the slideshow. I increase this size. I select the bottom one presented by my name. This slowly, I think this is fine. And I'm selecting this too. Okay, so just make it like this. I select S. I'm gonna make it bigger. Like I can animate somehow. Uh, okay, so I just want to do like this, and I pick the color to red. I select this S. Like this. Okay, and I select this. I just make this red. Okay, now what I do, I'm gonna place this here like this. Okay, so this is how it is. Then what I'll do, if you select this, every layer, you know, there are multiple options are there wherein write down T, press T, T for opacity. You can reduce opacity, you can increase the opacity. P, P for position. You can change the position, X axis and Y axis. As you know, this is layer based and it's a 2D software. You have X and Y axis. There are few more options. You can convert the layer into 3D, then you get Z axis. That we will see later. Okay. So R for rotation. Okay. Like this and all you can do. I'll just show you. Okay. Now, and S for scale. Okay, like this. So now T for opacity, P for position, S for scale, R for rotation. Okay, got it? Any doubts? Now I'll press T. I select this, I'll press T. If you see, you get something like a stopwatch here, right? There's an icon called stopwatch. This is a button for animation. Now 100% means what? 100% means you can see this in a full, like opaque, not transparency. Now what I do, I come to somewhere, around, not 1 second, let's say 30% of the second. I click on this opacity. See, I click on the stopwatch. Now this is recording. Okay. It is getting keyed. Okay. It is animating. Now here it is 100%, but here I want 0. Why? Because when I do the animation, you get this animation, transparency animation. Okay. Now I'll come here at the end almost. 100 is the right. Just click and drag to 100 only. Don't reduce. You want this to be 100. But at the end, select this, press O. At the end, make this 0. Okay. So now what happens? Let's see the animation. Press space. You can see, it's playing. Okay. Now what I do, one more thing. In the beginning, select this, press yes. Yes for scale. Yes for scale. I want this to be smaller. Key here. Oh, I want this to be little bit big. Now see, it is animating, right? Right? Now similarly, I'll come here. Now if you see, the image is up to here. It is not fit for the entire stage, right? This is my stage, my canvas. The image is not fit entirely. So what I have to, I need to fit this image into my stage. So for that, select this layer, Control Alt, there's a shortcut called Control Alt F, fit to screen or fit to scale. Control plus Alt plus F. So it will fit to the stage. Okay.
Yes.
Holding Alt, and scrolling down, you can reduce this or you can increase. Same way you have this here. Okay. Now let's see this one. Oh, this image is so big. It is out of this, canvas. So what I'll do, select this layer, Control Alt F. Now see, this is fit to screen. I select this. Okay, this image is, it's not fit to scale, right? Select this, Control Alt F. See, it's fit to screen now. I select this, select Control Alt F. It's fit here. I select this, Control Alt F. It's here. Royal Science and Technology Park wishes you happy Easter. Stay home. Have you seen this design earlier? Hmm? Have you seen this design earlier?
No.
Okay. For the Easter, I made this design and I shared with everyone, even for entire team in the RSCP. Okay, now I'm selecting this. Okay, see this image is so big. Control Alt F. Now it is fit to screen. Now I select this. I select this. This is also big. Control Alt F, fit to screen. I select this. Select the layer. Control Alt F, fit to screen. Now what I have to do? See, up to here I have done. I think that's enough. Then I duplicate this slideshow. I bring this to the bottom of this layer. Select this O. The timeline, the indicator is at the end of this footage. Then I select this open bracket. Then O. Okay. It's here. Now I want the video to end here. Means I want the, my timeline to end here. So you have to press N. When you press N, see, okay, why it's coming like this? See, it was like this up to here. My time indicator is here, N for end. Okay, B for begin, work area, begin and end. B, this is begin, where you want to begin from, where you want to end. Okay, cursor is your timeline is indicator is here. If you press B, so only this much is gonna render, only this much is gonna play like that. So press B, it's up to here. So here what I do at the end, double click. So I just want to mention thank you or thanks for watching. Okay, I select everything and I'm gonna change this to 72 and the color to white. Okay. See, thanks for watching, right? So now the images. So what I want is, let's say here in the beginning, everywhere, we have given opacity, right? Same way I select this, press I select this T, transparency, I key here, I press I, make it 0, and I come here, 100%, and O, make it 0. Okay. Then I select this, I copy these keys. I press this I and T, control V for paste. I'm pasting this key. Or else manually you can do, select this footage, press I, press T for opacity, control V for paste. Or else manually if you want to do, I select this, press I, here T, I'll come over here, up to here, opacity key, again I, beginning of the footage, make this 0, then I'll come here, 100, and I press O, then I make it 0. Got it? Then I copied this, control C, select this, press I and T, control V. Select this T for what? I want to see this opacity. Okay, I select this, press I, T in the sense I can see what is the opacity level, transparency level. Okay, then select this I, T, control V, select this I, T, control V. Anyhow, for this it is done. I select everything, T. Save. I need to save this. D RSTP batch 3 After Effects session 1. Session 01. Okay. So from here, if I press space, you can see slideshow presented by Chiran. Then see, there's an animation also in this, like opacity animation is happening, right? Like this. So we can have few more also, like scale animation also. I press I, S, scale, I give a key, O. Then I select this, S. In the beginning, I'm gonna increase to here. O. I'm gonna reduce this to here. Then I select this, S. Okay, I did not key here. I need to key. I. Oh. Okay, it's like this. Okay, at least scale animation I'll show you, means you can try. So now see what happens. It's like this. Then see, it's animating. Okay. Then the next footage, it will scale down. The next footage, it will scale up. This is scaling up, right? So it will give a soother feeling. Okay. Any doubts up to here, guys? Any doubts? Bayanda, Kumalo, MD, Mai? You have to communicate.
So, sir, can you repeat your question?
Any doubts? Did you understood? Do you have any doubts?
So far,
No doubt. Okay. So the call is gonna
not,
end. See, this call is comes in with a limited time. This is gonna end within a minute. Okay. So what I do is I'll upload this video into YouTube, and I'll share this link in WhatsApp. Just refer this and start doing this one. Okay. Complete this work. Got it? Let's do one thing. If this call ends, connect again. Okay, I'll explain you. Once this call ends, connect again with the same link. Okay. Yeah, connect again. Everyone connect again with the same link. This call is gonna end. You can connect again. We can continue.
all right.
Okay.